My name is Darshan and today I am going to explain about modes of heat transfer. Modes of heat transfer. There are three types of heat transfer, namely conduction, convection and radiation. Now let us see the first one, the conduction of heat. The heat conduction is a process in which heat is transferred from hotter part to the colder part of the body without involving in any actual movement of the molecules of the body. Heat transfer takes place from one molecule to another molecule as a result of vibratory motion of the molecules. Heat transfer through the process of conduction occurs in substances which are in direct contact with each other. It generally takes place in the solids. Transfer of heat within a thermally conductive body or between thermally contacted bodies due to the temperature difference is called as conductive heat transfer. The conduction heat transfer between solid bodies occurs due to the molecular excitement. As shown in the image, when a conductive metal plate is heated at one end, the transfer of heat takes place from high to low temperature due to the molecular excitement. The conduction heat transfer takes place in thermally conductivity bodies. The rate of conduction heat transfer is directly proportional to the material thermal conductivity. For example, considering all the parameters equal, the rate of heat of transfer will be higher in copper compared to other plastic materials. You can see the image where the heat conductivity material and the heat transfer direction in which the arrow mark is pointing towards the outside. Let us come to the example of conduction. Conduction example. When frying vegetables in the pan, heat transfer takes place from flame to the pan and then to the vegetables. Based on the conductivity of heat, substances can be classified as conductors and insulators. The substances that conduct heat are known as conductors, where the insulators are ones which does not conduct the heat. The second mode of heat transfer is convection of heat. In this process, the heat transfers in the liquid and gas from a region of higher temperature to the region of lower temperature. The convection heat transfer occurs partially due to the actual movement of molecules or due to the mass transfer. Convective heat transfer involves in the transfer of heat from one place to another by the movement of fluid, which is air or liquid. When molecules move from one place to another, they carry heat with them. The rate of convection heat transfer is governed by Newton's law of cooling. It is directly proportional to the heat transfer surface area, where the convective heat transfer coefficient and temperature difference. As shown in the below image, when the water is heated in a bowl, transfer of heat takes place due to the motion of the molecules from heated bottom surface to relatively cold top surfaces. Example, a water boiling in a pan or a vessel, or milk in a frying pan. You can see below image where the transfer of heat through a liquid caused by the motion. All the molecules will form to become heat when it is placed on the heat substances. The third mode of heat transfer is the radiation of heat. Radiation, it is a process in which heat is transferred from one body to another without involving the molecules of the medium. The radiation heat transfer does not depend on medium. Radiation heat transfer is the transfer of heat from one body to another in the form of electromagnetic waves. Most of these waves lie in the infrared region. Unlike conduction and convection, the radiation heat transfer does not require any solid, liquid, or gas. For example, the transfer of heat from the sun to the earth takes place with a vacuum space. Not physically contact between subjects is required for radiation of heat transfer. No physical contact between objects is required for radiation heat transfer. Object, finish, or the color affects the rate of radiation and the heat transfer. For example, in a microwave, the substances are directly heated in the medium. You can see an image where the vacuum, the sun lights up the whole earth. So these are the brief explanations and examples of three modes of heat transfer, where we will see the different types of modes of heat transfer and their examples and their characteristics and how they perform and scientifically react each other, and the process and the examples of different three modes of conductions. So these are the basic explanation regarding the topic which was given as the assignment today on 1st April 2023 by the subject heat transfer. So thank you everyone and goodbye. Thank you very much.